Welcome back. In today's episode, we're going to speak about the importance of sleep. And if you're not getting your sleep, how to get better sleep. I'm an absolute master at this. I train my body in order to fall asleep within about 2 to 3 minutes, and I'll tell you my secrets.
Welcome to this edition of Peak Performers Podcast with your host, Thor Conklin. Thor will be sharing the necessary tools, strategies, and psychology you'll need to become a peak performer in any area of your life or business.
Thor Conklin here. We give you the tricks, the tips, the tools, the strategy, the technology, and the psychology peak performers use in order to get more done and execute at the highest level. If you know what to do but struggle with getting it all done, or simply want to raise your game to the next level, this podcast is for you. Sit back and enjoy. Let's start with the very principle that if you're not getting good sleep, restful sleep, you are not going to be successful in running your business, in running your life. You must have the energy in order to produce, in order to execute, and get everything done that you want to get done. So we're going to talk about sleep, and I'm going to give you some different areas to focus on, and hopefully these will help you get a better night's sleep and stay asleep and wake up feeling great. So the environment, let's talk about that first. You need a great mattress. Do not skimp on this. Go out, spend some good money on mattresses. Take your time, figure out which one works for you. Invest in a mattress, a great mattress. Pillows. Once again, make sure you got the right pillow. There's all kinds of pillows on the market. Find the ones that work for you. Sheets. I personally use bamboo sheets. They are absolutely amazing. They remove the heat. You don't get the perspiration. And it's a great soft sheet. I know, bamboo, how was that soft? Trust me, bamboo sheets are amazing. Hey, on the sheets topic, if you're not using bamboo and you're talking about using cotton, the higher the thread count, understand that real high thread counts, although make the sheets soft, it weaves them very close and very tight to each other. So the tighter the weave, the more thread count, the less they breathe. So don't get caught up in this, 3,000 thread count per inch, because if it gets too high, it's going to be like wearing a plastic bag over yourself at night. So be careful with that. Adjustable bed. I actually have an adjustable bed. I can raise my head. I can raise my feet. It'll vibrate. It'll do all kinds of neat things. A great option if you have, you can find some adjustable bases. They start about $1,500 a piece, and it gives you some different positions and very nice to have. Now, let's talk about the bedroom for just a second, okay? The bedroom is there for two things and two things only, period. Sleeping and sex. That's it. There are no computers, there's no electronics, there's no TV. I'm not even a fan of reading in bed, but you can do the reading if that helps you fall asleep, and that's one of your techniques. That's fine. But sleeping and sex, you want to train your body so when you hit the bed, you're going to either be having sex or you're going to sleep. You want to form that trigger. No lights. You need to have the room as dark as possible. You ever go to one of these hotel rooms where they have the blackout shades, you pull those, and it goes absolutely dark? That's exactly what you want at home. That's what I use. There is very, very little light in my bedroom. A matter of fact, another great thing to have in there is a machine air purifier that has white noise. And the one that I have actually has a little LED, a little red light at the top. Well, I actually cover that up with tape, so I don't see that little red light. Make it as dark as possible. Another option for white noise is also a ceiling fan. Feel free to use that. But having that kind of that constant low noise is very nice for a sleep environment. Temperature. Temperature is very important. Figure out what your ideal temperature is and keep it consistent every single day. What you eat, how you eat it, and when you eat it affects your sleep. No heavy meals or alcohol close to bedtime. No caffeine, no chocolate. Be really well hydrated. Dairy and gluten just wreak havoc on your system, and having that late in the evening, your body is going to be digesting that overnight, and those two are very hard to digest, and you're going to see a lot of inflammation building up as a result of those. Studies have shown that blue light, the same light that comes off computer screens and our electronics, is very disruptive to our sleep. Do not watch a TV or your screen or your phone an hour before bed. if you have to do something on your computer or your phone, pick up a pair of blue blocker sunglasses. Yes, those sunglasses from the 1980s that eliminate blue light from the spectrum. That's going to help you get a better night's sleep. You can find them on Amazon. They're probably $20. But go ahead and get a pair of those that you can wear. I know it'll look a little weird, but again, we're after an awesome sleep. Dirk Parsley, Dr. Parsley, Parsley, it's docparsley.com, has an all-natural sleep supplement that he sells. He does a lot of research on sleep. It's a great resource. I have not used the product, but a lot of people that I know have and swear by the product. Again, I don't have a sleep issue, so I don't. Part of the ingredients in this product is melatonin, and you can just find melatonin in a health food store. You can go online and find recommended dosages, but melatonin is very good for helping you sleep as well. We talked about getting to sleep at the same time every evening. That sleep time should be anywhere between 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock. Yes, because what's our objective here? We want to get up early, right? We want to get a great start on the day. So if we're getting up at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the morning, we've got to have our sleep. We've got to get those 8 hours. Now, I know everyone kind of varies a little bit, but there's been a lot of studies recently that have shown that 8 hours for the majority of the population is really the right zone. One of the keys to having a successful night's sleep is you need to go to sleep with nothing on your mind. You need to make sure that you've captured everything that you need to do tomorrow, for the week, next month, whatever it is. Make sure those are captured somewhere on paper, in your calendar, in some sort of to-do list. Make sure that you capture everything. So when you go to sleep, you're not sitting there saying, oh my God, I just got to make sure that I remember this tomorrow. I've got to do this. Have a pad and a pen next to your bed on the nightstand. I have a pen that I bought on Amazon that has an LED light on the end. So as you click the pen, in order to get the ink cartridge to come out the tip, it actually turns on an LED light, and I can write at night without having to turn on a light. Because if I wake up in the middle of the night and I have an idea, I want to capture it immediately, write it down, and then go back to sleep. Because otherwise, if you sat there in bed and said, make sure I remember this. This is really important. Make sure I remember this. Make sure I remember this. And you go to bed, you finally fall back asleep after 8 hours or 3 hours, or however long it takes you to go back to sleep. You wake up in the morning and you forgot what you were supposed to be doing. And now you're mad. And what it does is that starts to train your mind. Don't go to sleep. Make sure you stay awake. Let's make sure we remember this. Write it down. Capture it. And don't be doing it with your phone. You don't want to be turning on your phone in the middle of the night and having that blaring light come at you. Use a pen and pad. Okay, so you've gotten everything off your mind. You have everything captured. Now you're laying in bed. A great way to bring yourself down into the sleep cycle is a breathing exercise. You're going to be doing this through your nose. You're going to inhale 4. You're going to hold 6. And then you're going to exhale 8. And as you're exhaling 8, what you're doing is you're counting backwards. So you're exhaling and you're going in your mind, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. And you're just letting that kind of slow down. And then you inhale again. Inhale 4 seconds. Hold it for 6 seconds. And exhaling again. And you just create this cycle where you're slowing your body down, slowing your heart rate down, and getting ready for sleep. Another technique, you can find an app on the App Store, and it's Pizz, P-Z-I-Z-Z. It's a sleep program. There's also a nap program in there. You can get a set of earphones. You need earphones. It's difficult with earbuds. I have it's called a sleep phone. It's basically a headband with speakers sewn into it. So it's really comfortable to sleep in because this particular program, the PZIZZ, relies on earphones so you can go back and forth. You'll hear something in your right ear, you'll hear something in your left ear, and it works with the biorhythms and it brings your body down and your heart rate down. It's a great program. I've been using that for years, and it's, I don't know, I think it's like $4 on the App Store. And finally, the last piece, your mind is like a computer, and like any computer, you can give it commands. And one of the things that I did as I was training myself to sleep like this, and literally I fall asleep within about 2 to 3 minutes from putting my head on the pillow. And it took probably a half a year to train myself to do this. And when I was doing it initially, I would program my subconscious mind. In my mind, I would simply say, I command my subconscious mind to fall asleep quickly, to remember anything that I need to remember throughout the night. I'm going to have a restful night, a peaceful night, and I'm going to awake at 5 a.m. alive, refreshed, and ready to take on everything the next day has to offer. Do this over and over again every night. Send your subconscious mind the instructions that you want it to carry out. It is an amazing, amazing tool that you have. You have a computer in your head. Program it for what you want. Tell it, command it to deliver what you expect. If you have any questions about sleep and I didn't answer it here, or you've got some questions about the stuff that I've already addressed, send me a private message or simply hit me up on Facebook. Anywhere, I'd be more than happy to get in touch with you and answer any questions you might have. Thank you so much for listening today. I really do appreciate your time, and I hope you found today's show valuable. If you would like to receive these shows automatically to your phone or to your computer, simply go to iTunes and subscribe. After listening to several of the shows, if you're so inclined, please leave us a 5-star rating, as this helps us reach additional people and spread the message. If you're truly committed to taking your life to the next level and doing whatever it takes to become a peak performer, but something's holding you back, something is blocking your way, and you just can't seem to figure out what it is, send me an email to info@thorconklin.com, and I'd be more than happy to get on the phone with you. We'll schedule a 15-minute discovery call. No obligation, no cost. I absolutely love to hear from the listeners, and if there's something I can do to help, I'd be more than happy to do that. Also, if you found something of great interest in today's show and you want to share that with your friends and family, simply go to my Facebook page, Thor Conklin, click on the episode, hit the share button, and share it on your page. You can follow me at Twitter at Thor Conklin. The website is thorconklin.com. We're constantly adding new free resources, discussing additional tricks, tips, tools, and strategies on how to be a peak performer. Remember, I try to keep these episodes short so you can listen to them during dot time, doing other things, commuting, driving, walking, working out. Decide to be a peak performer in all that you do. And until tomorrow, have an absolutely amazing day.